Hey, welcome back in here, Holy Watcher. Yes, you chosen one. If you're seeing this video, this is part 4. I know the last one says it's part 4. That was a typo. If you look in the comments, you can see it's part 3. And when you listen to what I said, it's part 3. This is part 4. And it's going to be short because I had no choice. It's so much information. I had to give it to you. Yes, you are a Holy Watcher. You are an angel. We are the angels. We're the holy watchers. That's what people aren't telling you. You are divine. You are divine. You are divine. God has marked you with this hand, this mark, this symbol, letting you know that you are a holy watcher. The W's for watcher. It's not no M&Ms. They keep telling you that. Like I said, this is a black scrying mirror. Your phone, your PC, your laptops, your gaming devices. This is all representing the black box that they scry through, like Black Mirror, that TV show. Okay, you need to want to hear more about that. Go look at the previous 3 videos. They're 10 minutes each, and you're going to find all the information about that. We going deep. We going ham on this because I need you to understand, my brothers and sisters. God has given me this divine message to give to you, and I am so humbled and thankful and grateful and gratitude. I accept this, Father. Thank you so much. Just like I said in the first video, I am grateful that he's given me this task. This is a beautiful, wonderful task. I am anointed. I know you're anointed. If you're watching this and you know that you are chosen, you know you are a holy watcher now, and it's very important that you understand that. So we talked before in the previous videos about a near-death experience and things like that I've had, and how my blood transfusion was a holy super blood that the Father had given to me. Even though, you know, they talk about don't take blood transfusion, I prayed on it, and he saved my life during that COVID mess. And he not only anointed me, he had to give me that supercharged special blood. And I saw in a vision how it's activated in the spirit world. I kick butt, and I'm sure you got these gifts too, but you haven't come across them and seen them yet. So anyway, we got these weapons and everything ready for us to go. We just got to go through this transition. We got to finish up with this shift. This whole 5th dimensional shift is all about you, baby. It's all about you. So we talked just now in the last video about the 1-drop rule being black, and that the high nobility is about you, the royal bloodline. When Putin revealed Jesus was black, that's why. Because the black nobility came through the Moors. The Moors conquered Spain and Italy and all that. So the real bloodline is from the black melanated ones. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. Watch my previous 3 videos. It gets into that. We could debate on that another day, but today ain't the day. Not today, Satan. So anyway, the mitochondrial, some of y'all know already, it comes from the women. The Eve gene, it's called. Mitochondrial DNA is what they call the X-Men. Super Marvel powers comes from X-Men, that TV stuff, you know, movies on Disney Channel and all that. That comes from women only. That's why only mitochondrial DNA can solve crimes. Only that DNA is 99.99% accurate in solving crimes. You need to look and explore more in that. Neuromelanin is within the body. It's more important than any other type of melanin I talked about in the last one. So go back to that and review on that. But don't be embracing prejudice and all this stuff, because I'm telling you, when you go before the Heavenly Father, He's going to say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." You turned away your own brothers and sisters because of the way they looked to you. You thought they was white, but they black. And you thought everybody was just either black or white, and that's not the case. They don't care about us in the United States, and in many countries we've been spread to the 4 corners of the world. And because of the mixing, that they weren't able to white out bloodlines using the whitewashing, it failed. So everybody's blended and mixed, and it has been years of migration and all sorts of stuff. We all mixed. So you can't be judging a book by its cover, baby. I don't care how dark-skinned you are. Somewhere in your family line, you got light-skinned grandma, you got that Indian hair, whatever. You got kids coming out with some light-skinned features and all that. Listen, it's in you. You could have more white in you than anybody else. Your neuromelanin is what's mattered, and that's the melanin all up in your brain, all up in your cells. That's the most important. So anyway, that's another subject. I'm not going to get too deep into it. Melanin does very much matter. But I'm telling you, you're overlooking people that you think, and you're just judging them. That's a tactic of the devil. You don't know what you're doing, so treat everybody right. Compassion, kindness, mercy. If you were chosen one, these are things you're going to have to start embracing, because if you don't start treating people right, you got any kind of hang-ups, you cannot clear out your empty out your vessel of all this hurt and pain and ignorance and stuff that's harboring. These are the demons and stuff you got to release. You got to let go of the past. You got to let go of anger and bad emotions. Your chakras represent emotions. The 7 chakras represent the seven deadly sins, tie into matching those emotions. That's what Christmas is gluttony. Christmas is greed. Thanksgiving is gluttony. All them holidays, Halloween's wrath. All of that ties in. It's about self-control. You learn to control all your emotions. You master yourself, and then you're on your way with God. I'm telling you, working with Yahuwah, you are on your way once you master self-control. Okay, so now the last thing I'm going to get into is health and wholeness. Get into fasting. Take care of yourself, chosen ones. Big Pharma, I have a lot to say about that. That's for another video. But the basic thing I'm going to tell you is Big Pharma versus being into holistic herbs. I tell you, go on with the herbs. If they're trying to get you to take things for mental illnesses and tell you that you need Prozac or you need Klonopin and Ativan for depression and all this stuff, you don't need that. Take some ashwagandha. Take some Blue Lotus tea so you can help you sleep. Don't be messing with marijuana too. They putting stuff in marijuana today. Marijuana could heal your body, just the CBD without HTC in it. But ashwagandha, you take that and you don't need none of them psycho drugs, none of them, because some of them can give you sleep paralysis. One of them did that to me. I was having some sleep paralysis episodes, and it turned out it was a medication they had me on that opened me up to that, especially with me being RH, and all that being chosen. I had no idea what it was doing to me, but once I cut that out and prayed and prayed and prayed, God took that up off of me. So another thing is crystals. People talking all the time about crystals are evil. Listen, God gave us everything on this earth for us and for his purposes to aid us, to help us along in our journey. The moon, the sun, the stars, it's all created for you. You're not to worship it. You're not to get into idolatry. But these tools are for you, to benefit you. Okay, I wear some crystals. I wear the 7 chakra stones right here. I sure do. You know what the Hebrew Israelites wore? They wore the breastplate, the armor of God, with 12 stones that were crystals, including a diamond. And them stones gave them protection, and Joshua designed that breastplate because God told them to. They wore it into the battles of Jericho, and they walked around Jerusalem. They won the battles. So you can't tell me the crystals and you ain't supposed to. It's all throughout Scripture, holy stones. And the stone doing this and this and that. Okay, so this one's indigo, but that ain't the one. It's jasper. It represents Jesus. This is a black tourmaline to help keep the protection. You need to pray Psalm 91 to keep some protection over you and your house. Get you some salt. Salt represents cleansing and purification. It's not an evil tool. They see the witchcraft people, they use all this stuff and they tell you it's wicked, so you're scared from it. But it was really meant for you. What did God tell you? You're the salt of the earth. If you the salt of your salt purifies and cleanses. Get you some sea salt, put it in some water that you let sit out in the moonlight. The moonlight restores it. It gives it more energy. Right now we're going through the shift. Ever since November 15th. The blue big supermoon came. It was the closest it's ever been to Earth. The world, right now, we're going through such a transition, and the energy and the vibes that's going on, that's shifting us, is still residual all the way, they said, to the end of November. So you still have the opportunity to take advantage of any moon. If you can't see it out there at night, it don't matter. Set you a bowl of clean water out there. Put some sea salt in it. Let it sit in that moonlight or in the air. It's still going to, the moon's still going to gravitate with it and purify it. Then you take it in your house and you put it in a spray bottle, spray the doorpost, spray the bottom at the door, anoint your head and pray with it. Do Psalm 91 and Psalm 23, entrances, exits. Pray over your refrigerator, your food, and everything. It is all meant for you. We need to help each other online with all these tasks and being chosen ones with the Holy Watcher mark on us. This is God's way of infiltrating this internet and taking it over. It's ours now, baby. And we're going to save ourselves. We're going to get ourselves ready and prep for this and engage in that spiritual battle. It's our time, baby. Let's shine. And I love you. So does God. Go ahead, watcher. Go on with your best self. Mwah.